a saddle and a month's hard pay. There was one old shack, a leaning windmill, and a fence half blown away.
The well ran deep, but the grass grew thin underneath that burning sky.
Still I drove those posts into the ground and swore I'd make it by.
I came along one September morning in a buckboard painted brown.
Had a cedar chest and 2 good blankets and no wish to turn around. You said there ain't much waiting here.
I said I've seen enough.
Then I rolled my sleeves above my elbows and we started building us. 40 acres and a rusted gate, 2 stubborn souls and a fight with fate. When the hot wind burned and the rain stayed gone, we dug in deep and carried on. With calloused hands and worn out shoes,
We had too much heart to lose.
that old dry land taught us how to wait
On 40 acres
and a rusted gate. By July the creek was nothing but a crooked scar of stone. Every cloud would cross above us, then leave us standing there alone. I hauled water before sunrise while the cattle crowded near, and every evening at the table we counted what was left that year.
Then one night the northern heavens turned as black as chimney coal. Thunder rolled across the prairie like a drum inside your soul.
The rain came hammering on the rooftop till it washed the yard away. We ran barefoot through the doorway, laughing like it was Christmas Day.
40 acres and a rusted gate, 2 stubborn souls and a fight with fate.
When the hot wind burned and the rain stayed gone,
We dug in deep and carried on.
with calloused hands and worn out shoes,
We had too much heart to lose.
that old dry land taught us how to wait
On 40 acres
and a rusted gate. We never struck it rich out here,
never had a dollar spare,
but every board and every fence,
still carries something of us there.
the windmill squeaks like years ago,
The cottonwood still bend,
and every scar upon this land feels like an old and faithful friend. 40 acres and a rusted gate, we grew old,
but the land stayed straight.
through summer fire and winter snow.
We gave it everything we know.
Let the city lights burn far away.
I'll take this dirt at the end of day.
if heaven's got a little room to spare.
Give me 40 acres waiting there,
An old wood fence,
an open sky,
and you still
standing by my side.
I came down from the high ridge with a pickaxe on my back, following a rumor down a narrow mountain track. There were tents beside the water, men with hunger in their eyes, digging holes into the mountains under cold and empty skies.
I poured coffee at the cookhouse for the miners coming through, kept the stove alive till midnight when the winter darkness grew.
You walked in one frozen evening, mud and gravel on your boots,
Put one nickel on the counter, said, "Ma'am, this'll have to do."
We had gold dust in our hands and hard rock underneath,
Smoke above the mining town and mountain wind between our teeth.
We weren't chasing crowns or glory,
Just enough to make a stand,
two rough hearts and one hard living,
with gold dust in our hands.
Every morning before daylight I'd go down beneath the ground, where the timber groaned above us and the hammers rang around.
Some men found a pocket shining, some went home without a dime.
I found more beside that cook stove than I'd ever find inside that mine.
Then the winter of the big freeze closed the road beyond the hill. Half the town packed up and vanished, but we chose to stay there still.
We patched the roof with scrap wood, burned the last dry pine we had,
Shared a blanket through December and called ourselves rich with that.
We had gold dust in our hands and hard rock underneath,
Smoke above the mining town and mountain wind between our teeth.
we weren't chasing crowns or glory,
Just enough to make a stand,
two rough hearts and one hard living,
with gold dust in our hands.
The mine went dry one April,
The cookhouse closed in May,
they tore the old mill down,
and hauled the iron rails away.
but I kept that battered pickaxe
And I kept your old tin pan,
to remember what we started.
with nothing in our hands.
There was gold dust in our hands, but the gold was never white.
We stayed beneath those mountains when the snow came waist high.
It was every meal we shared,
Every scar and every plan,
we found something worth much more
than the gold dust in our hands.
Let the old mine fade away,
What we found is here to stay.
I wore a star on a faded vest in a town of dirt and pine. Walked the boardwalk after midnight, past the stores along the line. Had an old coat at my hip bone, but I seldom drew the thing. Most nights all I fought was trouble whiskey, cards, and arguing.
I kept supper at the diner till the lamps were burning low. Coffee thick as wagon grease and beans kept warm beside the stove. Every night near midnight you'd come knocking at my door. Shake the dust out of your hat brim and sit where you'd sat before.
Lanterns on a lawman street, dusty boards beneath our feet. One old badge and one cafe, holding back the dark till day. While the whole town slept behind us, we had nowhere else to be. Two tired hearts beneath the lanterns, keeping watch on history. Some nights horses broke their hitching, some fool busted out of pain. Once two brothers fought till sunrise over cards and someone's name. I'd drag them both down to the lockup, then come limping back to you. You'd set coffee on the counter like you always used to do.
Then a prairie fire came running with a hard September wind. Red along the western skyline, rolling fast and closing in. You rang the bell beside the courthouse, I brought blankets from the store. Every hand in town fought beside us till the flames could run no more.
Lanterns on a lawman's street, ash and dust beneath our feet. One old badge and one cafe, holding back the dark till day. While the whole town stood together underneath that smoky sky, you reached out and held my shoulder as the final flames went by. They built brick where wood once stood,
put electric lights downtown.
I laid that tarnished badge away
and sold the cafe when we left town.
But sometimes after midnight,
when the house is still and deep,
I see those lanterns burning on the street we used to keep. Lanterns on a lawman's street, old memories never retreat. Hear those weathered floorboards groan like they're calling both of us home. We weren't legends, we weren't grand, just two souls who made a stand. And I'd walk that dusty road with you if those lanterns burned anew. One old badge, one lantern light, and your hand in mine tonight. Learned to cut the saddle leather at a bench my father made, with a knife worn smooth as a river stone and an awl with a broken blade.
I'd stitch beneath an oil lamp
while the night wind shook the wall, making gear for men who rode out west and might not ride back at all.
Came in with a pair of boots worn through along the heel.
You said, give me till tomorrow, I'll make them strong as a wagon of steel.
I watched your fingers pull the rawhide through the leather dark and brown,
and something in your quiet manner made me stay another day in town.
Leather dust and time,
every scar became alive.
Every buckle, every seam
held a piece of someone's dream. We had no fortune,
we had no fame, just working hands and an honest name.
And And all these years I still can find our younger days in leather, dust, and time. The cowboys brought the cracked old saddles, hunters brought their belts and straps. I patched the gear of passing riders who carried all they owned in sacks. Some paid silver, some paid nothing, some just shook my hand and swore they'd settle up the next time through, but I never saw them anymore.
By and by I worked beside you, cutting patterns, pulling thread. We'd eat our supper at the workbench with the lamplight overhead.
Outside the winter wind blew gravel
hard against that wooden door.
Inside 2 needles kept on moving like we'd done 1,000 nights before.
Leather, dust, and time.
Every scar became a line.
Every buckle, every seed
held a piece of someone's dream.
We had no fortune, we had no fame,
just working hands and an honest name.
And all these years I still can find
our younger days in leather, dust, and time. Then the riders slowly vanished,
and the highway changed the town.
Dust lay thick across the workbench
when we finally shut it down.
But your first repaired old boots
and your father's knife remain,
2 worn pieces of a lifetime that no money could explain. Leather, dust, and time
still hold this heart of mine.
Hear that old flow creak again.
Feel the desert blowing in.
Let the polished new world shine.
I'll take those rough old days for mine.
1 wooden bench, your hand in mine, living on leather, dust, and time. Old leather fades and silver rusts, but love stays strong beneath the dust. Carried mail through Red Rock country with a leather bag tied down. 40 miles of dust and silence between the outposts and the town. Had a sorrel mare beneath me and the sun against my neck. Every letter had a story, every mile demanded sweat.
I kept the little post room open by a store with walls of pine. Sorted envelopes by lamplight, read the names but not the lines.
Every Thursday near the evening I'd hear hoofbeats drawing near. Then you'd step inside all dusty and say, got another load for here. Letters down the Santa Fe road, love and sorrow in every load. Ink on paper tied with twine, crossing all that hard country mile by mile.
Through the red dust, through the cold, we carried words worth more than gold.
Before the world learned to hurry, so we sent our hearts down the Santa Fe road. There were letters from young soldiers There were notes from sons back east. There were promises between two lovers and news of births and deaths and peace. I never broke a single seal, but I knew by people's eyes some words could lift a weary heart and some could change a whole man's life.
And one August came a sandstorm, turned the noon as dark as night. I watched the road beyond the window till your lantern came in sight.
Your mare was spent, your coat was torn, and blood was dried across your brow. But that leather bag was still tied tight. You said the mail got through somehow. Letters down the Santa Fe road, love and sorrow in every load. Ink on paper tied with twine, crossing all that hard country mile by mile.
Through the red dust, through the cold, we carried words worth more than gold.
Before the world learned to hurry, so we sent our hearts down the Santa Fe road. Then the routes began to change,
and the post room moved away.
My old mare went out to pasture.
They took the wooden sign one day,
but I kept one faded envelope,
the first one you wrote to me.
4 simple words beneath my name. Come ride your life with me. Letters down the Santa Fe road, through a land both hard and old.
Hoofbeats fading through the dust,
carried hope and carried us. No telephone, no engines roar, just a horse outside a wooden door. And if those old trails could speak, I know they tell our story down the Santa Fe road. One faded letter, one long road, and a love we never sowed. On a hill beyond the settlement, where the juniper grows thin, I kept the little graveyard with a shovel worn and bent. Fixed the crosses after winter, cleared the weeds when springtime came. And on every piece of sandstone there was somebody's old name.
I brought flowers from the foothills in a faded cotton sack, for the ones who crossed that country but would never journey back.
You were leaning on your shovel with the sunset on your face. Said a name ain't truly gone, man, if somebody knows this place. Names on the weathered stones out where the west wind moans.
Men and women, young and old,
resting underneath that ground. No brass band and no parade,
just the lives and roads they made.
Time can take the flesh and bone,
but not the names
on the weathered stones. There was Samuel from Missouri, who drove freight through winter snow, and a woman called Maria, who ran the boarding house below. There were babies born one summer, there were soldiers passing through. Every marker held a story of a West the young folks never knew.
Every Sunday after meeting, I would climb that dusty rise, bring a bucket from the hand pump underneath those endless skies.
We'd straighten every leaning marker,
brush the sand from every line,
then we'd sit beneath the cedar
till the evening bells would chime.
Names on the weathered stones, out where the west wind moans.
Men and women, young and old,
resting underneath that ground.
No brass band and no parade,
just the lives and roads they made.
Time can take the flesh and bones, but not the names
on the weathered stones. Now the town below is bigger,
and the old dirt street is gone,
but that hill still catches sunlight
at the breaking of the dawn.
Someday someone else will wander
through that grass when we are gone.
Maybe they'll read our names together and know our love kept carrying on. Names on the weathered stones tell us nobody walks alone.
Every hand that worked this land
left a mark upon the sand. When our own long road is through, lay me on that hill with you,
where the prairie grass has grown,
beside those names on the weathered stones.
Let the wild west wind roll on.
Remember us when we are gone. We rode into town on a Monday with a painted wagon worn and cracked, 2 old mules and a box of bottles, and a canvas stage tied in the back. I played guitar beside the lantern while the old man worked the crowd. He could sell rain to the desert when that fiddle started loud.
I wore a faded crimson dress and boots that had been patched with twine, sang the songs my mother taught me while the folks stood 3 rows deep in line.
Children sat upon the barrels, cowboys leaned against the wall, and you winked at me between the verses like we owned that dusty town. One more show before we go, kick that dirt and draw that bow, raise the lantern, tune the strings, give these tired folks a song to sing. We ain't got silver, we ain't got gold, just a wagon and some stories told. When tomorrow's western wind starts to blow, we'll give 'em one more show before we go. Some towns paid us with $1, some with bacon, beans, and corn. Some threw bottles when they figured that the tonic couldn't cure their bones. But we packed before the sunrise, tie the canvas, load the gear, and by noon another courthouse would be slowly drawing near.
Once outside a town called Dry Creek, a wheel we sat stranded by the roadside, with the storm already coming through.
You took oak from an old fence rail,
cut it down beneath the rain.
By the time the clouds had broken, that old wagon rolled again. One more show before we go, kick that dirt and draw that bow. Raise the lantern, tune the strings, give these tired folks a song to sing. We ain't got silver, we ain't got gold, just a wagon and some stories told. When tomorrow's western wind starts to blow, we'll give 'em one more show before we go. Then the picture house is open,
and the crowd quit coming round.
our painted wagon lost its colors,
and the wheels quit making sound.
but I've still got that old guitar.
And my crimson dress is packed.
Play that crooked tune tonight and take us down that road right back. One more show before we go, let that battered fiddle roll. Stamp your boots upon the ground like the whole old West is gathered round. We were ragged, wild and free, living off a melody. And when our final lantern's burning low, give us one more show before we go. Raise that curtain
One last time,
your rough old voice right next to mine. I swung a hammer at the canyon where the walls burn rusty red, cutting blocks from stubborn granite with the noon sun overhead. Rope around my waist for safety, stone dust white across my skin. We were building something stronger than the road that brought us in.
I kept water for the workers in a canvas-covered shed, cooked the beans and patched their clothing, wrapped the hands that cracked and bled. Every evening you'd come limping with your hammer hanging low, still you'd point across the canyon,
saying someday folks will cross below. Stone by stone across the canyon, hammering in through the heat. Dust was rising from the ledges, rock was breaking at our feet. We had rope burns, we had bruises, we had nothing soft or grand, but we built a road together with the strength of our own hands. Then one morning came a rock slide, like the mountain broke in two. Boulders thundered down the ravine, and a cloud of limestone blew. When the dust cleared from the ledge, half a month of work was gone. I picked my hammer from the rubble, said at daylight we start on.
I remember that next morning, every man stood tired and still. Then you struck your chisel once, and the ringing crossed the hill. One by one the hammers answered, till the canyon filled with sound. I rolled my sleeves and joined beside you, picking broken stone from ground. Stone by stone across the canyon, hammer ringing through the heat. Dust was rising from the ledges, rock was breaking at our feet. We had rope burns, we had bruises, we had nothing soft or grand, but we built a road together with the strength of our own hands. Years later we came riding back and stopped above that span.
No one there remembered us,
or every woman, every man,
but wagon wheels crossed safely,
and children wave below.
Sometimes what you leave behind you is the only name they'll know. Stone by stone across the canyon, still that old bridge holds its ground. Through the winter, through the thunder, while the years keep rolling down. Let them never know our faces, let the wind erase our names. The bridge remembers every hammer and the hands that bore the pain. Stone by stone beneath that sky,
what we built will outlive you and I.
Ran the ferry at Bitter Creek, where the muddy water rolled. Pulled that rope from dawn till sundown, through the summer heat and cold. Mules and horses, freight and strangers crossed beneath my weathered hands, then disappeared beyond the cottonwoods into miles of empty land.
Came down one October evening with my boots all caked in clay. Had a canvas bag beside me and no place I meant to stay.
The river ran too high for crossing, said you'll have to wait till light. So we sat beside a driftwood fire and talked half through the night. Down at Bitter Creek we stood, by the rope and the weathered wood, brown water rolling cold and deep, taking secrets it would never keep.
No fine house, no silver dream,
just two hearts by a restless stream. And I still hear those old ropes creak down at the ferry on Bitter Creek. Spring brought snow melt from the mountains and the river rose like hell. Logs came crashing through the current and the old rope strained and yelled. One gray morning came a family with a sick child wrapped in white. So we pushed that ferry through the flood and fought the river with all our might.
You held the tiller through the current, I kept the frightened horses still. Water broke across the floorboards as we drifted past the mill.
When we struck the far bank sideways, everybody made dry ground. You just wrung the river from your hat without a word of victory sound. Down at Bitter Creek we stood, by the rope and the weathered wood, brown water rolling cold and deep,
taking secrets it would never keep. No fine house, no silver dream,
just two hearts
by a restless stream.
And I still hear those old ropes creak
down at the ferry on Bitter Creek.
Then they built a bridge upriver,
and the travels passed us by.
Grass grew tall around the landing,
and the ferry rope went dry.
We left our names cut in the timber
where the old dock used to be.
And that river kept on rolling like it never needed me. Down at
Bitter Creek tonight,
I can see that lantern light, hear wet leather timber grown,
and the river rolling over stone.
let the new bridge carry them away.
I'd trade it for one yesterday.
One more crossing, you and me,
On that old brown river running free.
let the river roll on deep. Our old days are yours to keep. Before the sun cleared the ridgeline, I had coal beneath my nails,
Heating iron in the forge fire.
bending shoes for working mares. Every hammer blow was thunder, every spark would jump and fly.
And the smoke rolled through the doorway to that hard and cloudless sky. I kept a room above the bakery, across that narrow dirt-packed street.
Every morning through my window, I could hear that hammer beat.
You'd be standing by the anvil,
Sleeves rolled halfway
to your arms,
with your leather apron blackened by 1,000 flying sparks. Hammer down, let the red sparks fly, send that ring into the western sky.
Iron bends, but it don't break.
That's the kind of life we chose to make. Through the cold and through the flame, we earned every scar and every name.
When I hear that old steel ringing clear,
It takes me back through all these years. Farmers brought their broken hinges, riders brought their horses lame. Freighters came with busted wagon rims, and I fixed them all the same. Never had a polished dollar, never wore a gentleman's coat, but I knew the worth of honest work and every promise that I spoke.
then the winter came down early, snow piled high against the door. You worked late beside that furnace till your hands could work no more.
I brought supper through the darkness, set the tin plate by your side.
You looked up through smoke and firelight and asked me to be your bride.
Hammer down, let the red sparks fly, send that ring into the western sky.
Iron bends, but it don't break.
That's the kind of life we chose to make. Through the cold and through the flame, we earned every scar and every name.
When I hear that old steel ringing clear,
It takes me back through all these years. Then the railroad reached the valley.
and the old street changed so fast,
New machines replaced the hammer,
like the future chasing past.
but that anvil's in our barn now.
And your hammer hangs nearby.
Sometimes when the evening settles, I can hear those old sparks fly. Hammer down, let the red sparks fly. One more time beneath that western sky.
Steel may rust and towns may change,
But some things time can't rearrange. We were poor, but we stood proud, with that hammer ringing strong and loud.
if I had one road to walk again,
I'd meet you by that forge back then. One old hammer,
one old flame,
and two hearts that stayed the same. I worked a lonely telegraph room where the desert met the rails, with a brass key on the table and the wind against the nails.
Every morning brought a message from 100 miles away.
Names and numbers, births and funerals,
Clicking through another day.
I rode in from a little settlement
With a letter in my coat,
my brother had gone eastward.
and for months he'd never wrote.
You said, ma'am, I'll send you questions,
Then you tapped that old brass key,
and I watched the wire above us
disappear across the empty sea.
and the wire sang through the wind,
Carrying words from kin to kin,
over sagebrush, sand and stone,
to the ones who'd gone from home.
click by click through dust and rain.
It carried joy and carried pain.
Before the world could turn so fast,
That old wire held us to the past.
one night a storm came off the mountains, lightning split the northern sky. Then the line went dead at midnight,
And I knew the break was high.
I took my pliers and my lantern,
Rode along the muddy grade,
found the pole down by the washout,
where the flood had torn the earth away. I found you there before the sunrise,
knee deep in the freezing stream,
holding wire above the water.
by the lantern's yellow gleam. I tied your horse beneath the cedar,
Then I climbed that bank with you.
when the brass key started talking,
We knew we'd pull the message through.
and the wire sang through the wind,
Carrying words from kin to kin,
over sagebrush, sand and stone,
to the ones who'd gone from home.
click by click through dust and rain. It
Carried joy and carried pain.
before the world could turn so fast,
That old wire held us to the past.
the newer lines crossed the country.
And that little station closed.
They took the key and sold the table,
We watched the windows get boarded closed.
but one old pole still stands there.
Silver gray beneath the sky,
And when the desert wind comes calling,
we can hear that wire reply.
oh, the wire sang through the wind like an old song coming home again,
Across that lonely western ground,
where 100 stories travel down.
no shining screens, no city glow.
Just a brass key talking soft and slow,
And though those distant days are gone,
in that desert wind,
the wire sings on.
click by click,
Across the plain,
old words
come home again.
all outside the jail. 3 men robbed the county payroll, then disappeared beyond the trail. I checked the leather on my saddle, put my old coat on my back. By sunrise I was riding toward the hills of broken black.
I kept an old stage station 20 miles from any town. Changed the horses, drew the water when the westbound coach came round.
Late one night I heard a rider coming hard across the sand. You stepped down beneath my lantern with a blood stain on your hand. I said, stranger, you've been fighting. I said, ma'am, I've had a day.
I stitched the cut above your knuckles.
Then I told you why I'd come that way. We were wanted by the setting sun, racing shadows till the daylight was done. With a 6-string ringing in the north wind, mean
through the roughest land we'd ever seen.
No soft beds, no easy road, just iron nerve and a heavy load.
Side by side when the hard times come,
we were wanted by the setting sun. I found their tracks beside the mesa, where the dry wash twisted west. 3 cold campfires in the distance told me where they'd stopped to rest.
But before I crossed the ridgeline, I heard another horse behind.
You came riding with my canteen, said you left your sense behind.
We waited underneath the sandstone till the moon was hanging high.
Heard their horses in the darkness,
saw their fire against the sky.
There was shouting before morning, then the thunder of a gun. When the smoke blew off the hillside, those 3 outlaws were on the run.
We were wanted by the setting sun,
racing shadows till the daylight was done.
With a 6-string ringing in the north wind, me
through the roughest land we'd ever seen.
No soft beds, no easy road,
just iron nerve and a heavy load.
Side by side when the hard times come,
we were
wanted by
the setting sun. Years went by, I hung my gun belt.
I sold that station by the road.
We found a patch beneath the cottonwoods
and built a place to call our own.
Sometimes when the sky turns crimson,
you still look toward the western run,
and we remember how we found each other running underneath that sun. We were young beneath the setting sun, 2 wild hearts that wouldn't turn and run. Through the canyon dust and the desert flame,
we came out different than we came.
Now that gun belt gathers rust,
and the stage road sleeps beneath the dust.
But there's still some fire in what we've become
from the days we chased the setting sun.
Let the old west fade from view, I still ride those miles with you. I work beside the water tower where the tracks cut through the sand. Pull the chain and fill the engines with a wrench in either hand. Coal smoke settled on my shoulders, cinders burned holes in my clothes. Every whistle shook the morning where that lonely rail line goes.
I sold coffee on the platform from a little wooden stand, 10 cups, bread and apple butter to the travelers crossing land.
Every Tuesday near the sunset, number 9 came rolling through, and among the smoking strangers I began to notice you. You'd wave beneath the station lamp.
You tipped that battered hat.
5 minutes wasn't much for love,
but we made a life from that.
When the iron horse rolled by, black smoke climbing through the sky,
steel wheels hammered out a song that pulled the whole wide world along.
We had 5 short minutes every day before that whistle called you away, and my heart ran down those rails each night when the iron horse rolled by. One December came a blizzard, covered every mile in white. Our engine froze beyond the crossing, halfway through the longest night. I walked 6 miles beside the track with ice upon my coat, till I saw your station lantern burning like a star of hope.
I had kept the stove fire going, though the last train should have passed. Then I heard your boots outside me, and I opened up the door fast.
Your hands were blue, your face was frozen, but you smiled and said my name.
I wrapped you in an old wool blanket and pulled you closer to the flame.
When the iron horse rolled by, black smoke climbing through the sky,
steel wheels hammered out a song that pulled the whole wide world along.
We had 5 short minutes every day before that whistle called you away, and my heart ran down those rails each night when the iron horse rolled by. Then the newer engines came,
and they didn't need our tower.
They closed that little station
in less than half an hour.
They pulled the sign down from the wall,
but left the tracks behind.
And sometimes in the midnight wind, that whistle fills my mind. When the iron horse
rolled by,
we were young and so was time.
Coal and cinder, smoke and steam built the road beneath our dreams.
Now the old rails rust beneath the sun,
and number 9 no longer runs.
But close your eyes and hear that whistle cry,
like the iron horse is rolling by.
Steel wheels fading down the line,
your hand still holding mine.
Sun came up like burning copper over miles of broken stone. I rode south behind the cattle with a saddle hard as bone. Dust was hanging on my collar, salt was dried across my face. Every hoofbeat struck the silence like a hammer keeping pace.
I was working at the trading post where the stage road crossed the plain, selling flour, rope and tobacco, watching strangers come and change.
Then one evening you came riding with the herd behind you slow,
hat pulled low against the sunlight,
and your face the color of the road. I asked for water for my horse.
You stayed and talked till dark,
You struck a match against your boot,
and lit the lantern with a spark.
where the longhorn shadows fall and the evening turns the canyon walls. We were young beneath that western sun, too hard-headed to turn and run. Through rattlesnake heat and thunderstorm, we held each other through the harm. Those years are gone, but I recall where the longhorn shadows fall. Springtime found us driving northward across 100 miles of clay. 3 good horses, 40 cattle, and a rifle packed away. There were nights the wind came roaring like the devil through the grass. We tied our bedrolls close together, waiting for the storm to pass.
Once we crossed a swollen river with the water to the reins, lost a horse and nearly everything to 3 hard days of rain.
You pulled me from that muddy current with a rope around your hand,
And we left there like 2 fools when we finally reached dry land.
where the longhorn shadows fall and the evening turns the canyon walls. We were young beneath that western sun, too hard-headed to turn and run. Through rattlesnake heat and thunderstorm, we held each other through the harm. Those years are gone, but I recall where the longhorn shadows fall. Now the trading post is empty,
And the sign hangs crooked there.
no cattle crowd the old trail.
No riders fill the evening air,
But when that western sun goes down,
and turns the desert bronze and tall,
I swear we're young and riding there, where the longhorn shadows fall. Where the longhorn shadows fall, I can almost hear the cowboys call. Hear the leather creak, the horses run, see the red dust rising toward the sun. We never owned much in those days, just 2 good hearts and open range. If time could answer when I call, I'd meet you where the longhorn shadows fall, where the old trail meets the setting sun.
that's where our story still runs.
Before daylight touched the timber, we were climbing up the grade. Axes hanging from our shoulders, through the frost the horses made. Every pine stood like a steeple, black against the morning sky. Then the crosscut started singing and the chips began to fly.
I worked down beside the sawmill, keeping books and cooking meals. Heard the timber rolling downhill, heard the scream of turning wheels.
You came in each night near sundown, with the pine pitch on your hands, boots worn thin and shirt torn open from another day upon that land. Where the tall pines fell and the crosscut rang like a bell, we earned our bread with sweat and scars beneath those cold and endless stars.
With sawdust deep around our boots and mountain wind among the roots.
Those old hills still know us well, back where the tall pines fell. One November wind came roaring down the mountain, hard and wild, snapped a pine above the logging road like a matchstick in a fire.
I heard somebody shout a warning, and the whole ridge seemed to shake. We ran beneath the flying branches for the frozen river break.
I saw you limping from the timber, with your shoulder cut and torn. Sat you down beside the stove fire till the coming of the morn. You said this mountain nearly took me. I said you've given it enough. Then you laughed and held my fingers with those hands so worn and rough. Where the tall pines fell and the crosscut rang like a bell, we earned our bread with sweat and scars beneath those cold and endless stars.
With sawdust deep around our boots and mountain wind among the roots,
Those old hills still know us well, back where the tall pines fell. Years went by, the mill grew silent.
grass came through the loading floor.
Rust took hold of every saw blade.
No one stacked the lumber anymore.
But high above that empty valley,
Young green timber rises still.
and when the north wind moves those branches, I can hear that old sawmill. Where the tall pines fell, there are stories time can't sell. The frozen hands and honest pay, and loving through another day.
No fortune waiting in those hills, just working hands and stubborn wills. If I could walk one trail again,
I'd walk those timber hills with you. Let the young pines touch the sky. Our old memories never die.